everything that they put on your skin is really being absorbed into your system, and it goes into your bloodstream. So if you don't feel comfortable putting it into your mouth, then you shouldn't be putting it onto your skin.
Hey, Health Warriors. This is episode number 92 of the Life, Strength, and Health podcast. I'm Kim, and I'm joined with Jamal.
Greetings, everyone. And peace and blessings.
Yes. And thank you for joining us this week. If you haven't had a chance to listen to episode 91, which was our introductory episode on our holistic self-care series we'll be doing this month, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/91 to listen all about it. And in that episode, we dive into what this series is all about, why we're doing it, why it's so important. So make sure you go tune into that episode and listen to the following episodes as well. And in this week's episode, we will be interviewing Crystal Stevens of Lavished by Nature.
Yes.
She is the founder of this company. And we dive deeper into discussing the importance of using natural personal care products. So we discussed that with Crystal, dive into the products that she creates for her company and why it's so important to really pay attention to the products that we use on our bodies as much as the products or foods that we eat and consume for inside of our bodies.
Yes, I think this is a really good way to kind of kick things off. I think it's really important to support a lot of the smaller natural self-care companies because, you know, they're really putting the right energy and they're taking the time to make sure that you're getting a superior product. So I think this is going to be a great show. She's very knowledgeable and she really brings to light the importance of why what you use can affect your health for the worse or the better.
So before we dive into the interview with Crystal, I just want to read a little bit about her. Crystal is a mother of 3 and found the need for a natural alternative to the chemical-laden skincare products lining store shelves when her 2-year-old daughter was experiencing very dry skin in 2011. Upon research, she became very disheartened by the endless toxic ingredients found in a lot of the skincare and body products her family had been using all of their lives. Being a fan of all things handmade, she turned to her kitchen cabinet and started formulating body butters. She became fascinated with learning about the healing and enhancing powers of ingredients that are readily available in nature. Her daughter's skin improved from the handmade creams, and she began using the body butter for everyone in her household. The body butters turned into gifts. The recipients returned for more, and the seed was planted to help everyone's skin and bodies be lavished by nature. Crystal has a background in human resources, working as a recruiter for many industries and most recently in a senior management position. She is an active Girl Scout leader and is involved in her church as the assistant clerk. With the support of her husband, children, family, and friends, she is very excited to provide superior products and help others eliminate toxic ingredients from her consumer skincare regimen. So without further ado, here is Crystal Stevens of Lavished by Nature. Hey, Health Warriors, Kim and Jamal here, and we have another great interview for you this week. Today, we are joined by Crystal Stevens of Lavished by Nature. Hi, Crystal. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good to have you on, Crystal.
Thank you for having me.
I just want to say that Lavished by Nature, I like that name. It's pretty cool.
And
Thank you.
I'm also happy to be interviewing you because just your story alone, I love to hear these type of stories, and you're going to share it with our audience in a little bit. But I met Crystal at our gym. We used to attend the same gym together, and our daughters actually were in the same Girl Scout troop for a little while. And yes. I met Crystal, and, you know, I got to really know her and her story into what became or her birthing of Lavished by Nature. And I love to hear these stories of entrepreneurship and someone pursuing their dreams. So I'm super excited of sharing this message with you and the products that her company offers. So we're in for a good show.
Yeah. And also, a lot of our listeners, this is their first time hearing about Lavished by Nature. This is their first time hearing about Crystal Stevens. So why don't you take about 5 minutes and tell us, who is Crystal Stevens? Like, what was your journey to creating Lavished by Nature? Like, what made you get into this?
Okay. Well, I am a wife, a mom of 3, a lover of all things natural and handmade. So I'd say about, at this point, 6 or 7 years ago, my oldest daughter was experiencing some really dry skin. And, I didn't want to use a lot of the things that were on store shelves because when I turned around and read the label, most of the items, inside the products, I couldn't pronounce the names of the ingredients. And they were all chemicals. So, and plus they were really pricey. So I figured there's got to be something that I can do naturally to help her without having to shell out, tons of money for things that, number one, I'm not sure if they're going to work. And number two, it's introducing all these chemicals into her body that she doesn't need. So I turned to my kitchen, did some research on things that are naturally occurring that could help her skin. And I found basic ingredients like coconut oil, shea butter, vitamin E, things like that I could mix together, glycerin, that could help her skin. So I started by making a body butter. And I put it on my daughter's skin, and it started to heal very quickly. So from there, everybody in my house started using the body butter. And I started giving it away as a gift throughout the holidays and, adding new fragrances and scents. And from there, people were, demanding it after the holidays. So I thought at some point it could be something that I can turn into a business. Like I said, I love all things handmade and natural, and it's just one of the gifts that God has given me is being able to use my hands and make things that can help people. So it was something that I really wanted to pursue. And I was in corporate America working as a recruiter and in a position of senior management for, at that point, I was in that one position for 7 years and had been in corporate America for about almost 20 years. And it was really tiring and taxing. And I got to the point where I enjoyed what I was doing, but I wasn't as proud of my work anymore because it became more political and being about the bottom line and making money for the company as opposed to the nature of our work, which was, to help people. So I was very dissatisfied in my position. I was spending less time with my family, and I didn't get to enjoy that quality time with my children as much as I had liked to. So I prayed about it and asked God what, he wanted me to do. And he had told me to leave my job. So, of course, I told my husband what God told me. And he said that I had misinterpreted what God was telling me. He was like, God did not tell you to leave your job. What he was telling you was to just be satisfied with what you have and keep it moving. And I'm like, no, I really don't think that's what God is telling me. He told me that I need to leave. So I turned it back on God and said, look, if that's what you want me to do, then you need to change my husband's heart so that we can make this thing happen. So, that's the only option I was left with at that point. And it got to, a point at my position where my employer noticed that I wasn't happy. And we had a real honest conversation one day about, the future of my position. And we decided to part ways. And it was very scary, but it was also a real sense of freedom about, the possibilities of what could come thereafter. So, a lot of trial and error, a lot of prayer, and, just figuring out what I wanted to do with myself. I spent some of that time, starting my business and working out, what products I would offer. And I started with the body butter, which was, my original product. So if you look at my labels of my products, you will notice that I do have a Bible verse listed on the bottom of every label. And it's Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 17. And the beginning of that verse says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord. And, I prayed about what verse I could add to my products because this is not something I started because I wanted to, find a quick way to make money. This is something that I'm very passionate about. People using all natural products to heal themselves and, eliminating chemicals from their system. So I added that verse to my labels to, kind of reinforce my mission and why I decided to launch this company and these products to help people.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great story. So many things in there that I want to dive into during this interview. Starting with the first thing that you said, you look towards your kitchen, right? We're talking about the skin, right? We're talking about something on the outside of your body, but you look toward the kitchen, and I think that's powerful because your skin. It absorbs and it eats what you put on it. So
Absolutely.
You wouldn't really want to put something on your skin that you wouldn't put inside of your body. So the fact that you look towards your kitchen is already powerful, and it shows that what you're putting on your skin, you'll be comfortable with eating. So I thought that was pretty powerful. And when we look at a lot of these products that are out there and the challenge that you were having, we see something different, right? So, what are your thoughts on a lot of the mainstream products that are out there on the market today?
Right. So one of the things I always say is that you are what your skin eats, because your skin is your largest organ, and I think a lot of people don't. They haven't been educated enough to know that everything that they put on their skin is really being absorbed into your system, and it goes into your bloodstream. So if you don't feel comfortable putting it into your mouth, then you shouldn't be putting it onto your skin.
Right.
Now, there are situations where you have to use a preservative, to preserve an item, and those things are not edible. You can find all natural preservatives, which is what, I use in my products that do have preservatives, but it's still something that you wouldn't really eat, but it is naturally occurring. So if you go into the store and you look at these items that are on the shelves, they are processed in a way that they can sit on that shelf for, 2-3 years.
Yes.
Okay. And it's the same thing if you think about food, these, if you think about boxed food, and how they process it, they make it so that it will last inside of the store for a long time. And what are those, chemicals that they're putting in that food doing to your system as well? As far as how it's going to keep you healthy.
Right.
It's not going to keep you healthy. It's the main purpose of those chemicals is to preserve that food item, so that they can keep it on their shelves, not to preserve your body and your health.
Right.
And the same thing goes for skincare products. The reason why they put these chemicals in there is to preserve that product, to make their product and their investment last, not to make your health last. Right.
Absolutely. Yes. So would you say that that's one of the things that separates your company and your products from a lot of the products that are out there?
Definitely. That definitely separates us. Now, I'm not saying that the fact that I use all natural items and I don't necessarily use preservatives will mean that my products will spoil in a day. They do have a shelf life, so the shelf life is listed on the back of the product, which is usually between 6 months and a year. But that's definitely something that differentiates us from other products, is that all the items are edible. Not that I would necessarily say you should eat your food product,
right.
But everything is edible on its own and, really good for your skin.
Well, I mean, you touched on some good things there. Natural is great, but at the same time, you have to find that delicate balance of being able to preserve your products. Like, we don't want to buy something that's going to spoil in a week,
right?
Or in a few days. So you have to find that delicate balance. So the fact that it has and you put that on there, the fact that it's going to last you for 6 months to a year, that is really important. It's really important for us to know that the ingredients that you're using will actually go bad at some point, right? There's a lot of products, on the market right now. If there was like some type of apocalypse event 50 years from now, you go into an old Walmart, you can get some hair care products and still and some skin products and still put them on, So yes. So I think that's important if you're trying to do something better, right? If you're trying to put something that is going to boost your vitality and not take away from it, that you understand that it's not going to last forever and it is going to be an expiration date on it. So the fact that you point that out, I think, is really important. Another thing that I like about what you said is that you put the Bible verse on your products. That's powerful because one of the things that we talk about is just how words have vibrations on them. They do so many different types of studies where, they'll put like negative things on certain products like water and positive things and how that has an impact on you, right? So that what you're putting on has good energy and is coming from a place of love because it's something that you really enjoy to do. So I thought that was, pretty Absolutely. Powerful. And just to dive into Lavished by Nature, let's talk about your company a little bit here. Tell us exactly like what is it? What do you carry? Like, why don't you get into that a little bit?
Okay, great. So I have a variety of moisturizing products for your skin. One of the reasons why people look for so many different quick fixes for their skin is because their skin is not hydrated. It's not retaining moisture. Mm-hmm. So those things tend to show in different ways. It could be acne. It could be eczema. It could be dark spots. It could be fine lines. It comes out in your skin in a variety of different ways. But the one way to combat that is hydration and including moisture into your skin. So when you use these ingredients like vitamin E and botanical extracts and, coconut oil and shea butter and all these nice, rich, oils, they add moisture to your skin and they help your body to retain that moisture. So that's why I started with the body oils and the body butter. Then we also have an all-natural whitening toothpaste. A lot of these toothpastes, that are on the shelves, I would not use a standard toothpaste anymore after using my whitening toothpaste. It has baking soda, which is aluminum free. A lot of the baking soda that's in these products has aluminum, which is a metal that we're introducing to our body, which, increases people's risk for cancer. Mm-hmm. So our baking soda is aluminum free. Charcoal is something that also is naturally occurring. And you wouldn't think that putting something black on your teeth would help to whiten them, but charcoal actually absorbs or adsorbs the toxins that are on your teeth that create the stains, so it actually helps to naturally whiten your teeth. We also have, which I'm really excited about, is our summertime products. We have an all-natural bug repellent, and we have an all-natural sunscreen. So the bug repellent is awesome because, if you think about all these new diseases that they're saying right now, the CDC just released a report about all these new diseases that are being carried by the mosquitoes, the ticks, and the fleas, and how the numbers of incidences has tripled in the past 10 years from all these different, insect-borne diseases, from things that we really can protect ourselves from. And you have a couple of options of what you can put in your skin that's going to protect you. One of the top things that people use is DEET. But DEET is a chemical that has, a lot of adverse reactions to our body that you really should not be using. It's very bad for children and it's bad for your system in general. Another ingredient that is highly recommended from the CDC is lemon eucalyptus. Now that is an all-natural occurring essential oil, and that's what I chose to use inside of my bug repellent because the bugs just don't like the smell of it. It's all natural and it's good for you. As well as I use soybean oil, and soybean oil not only is that going to help repel the bugs, but it's also very moisturizing to your skin. Yes. And I also use witch hazel, just a little bit of witch hazel. It's about bug repellent because that acts as an astringent, an all-natural astringent. So if you have bug bites that you've already gotten, it helps to soothe those as well, and also protect you from getting additional bug bites. My family used it all of last summer, and we live in an area, we have a brook in front of our home. So we do have a lot of mosquitoes in our area, but we were fine, the entire summer. And we took it, or we were camping for Girl Scouts, and my entire Girl Scout troop kept coming back looking for more bug spray because it really worked to repel the bugs, and it smells fantastic.
Nice.
That's great. One of the things that that I noticed with the natural bug repellents is that you have to apply them often in order for them to keep their effectiveness. Is that the same case? You have to maybe apply it every hour or so to keep it strong and effective?
I wouldn't say every hour. Every 4 hours should be effective.
That's great.
I found it's a really good balance of essential oils where it's not too powerful, but it's strong enough to keep the bugs away. If you're in an environment where you're sweating a lot, I would say, you need to reapply it more often, but every 4 hours is definitely enough.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. 4 hours is a nice amount of time.
Right.
Now, another one of my products or product lines that I'm really excited about is our all-natural soaps. That's one of the things that, people use on a daily basis, and they don't realize the number of chemicals they're introducing to their body by the soaps that we use, whether it be a body wash, or a, special facial cleanser that you bought for your face. They can strip your body of the natural oils, that are there to protect you and make you more prone, to the free radicals and all the other toxins that are in the environment. So I do have a line of all natural soaps that are either vegan, where they have a glycerin base and have essential oils, or they have a goat's milk in them, which is high in alpha hydroxy acids, which will help you to get rid of acne. It helps with dry skin, so it really helps to balance out your skin levels, get rid of dark marks that you have on your skin, and fine lines.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't realize how good goat's milk was on your skin until recently. What makes it so good? Is there certain vitamins or minerals that's in the actual milk? And I would assume also the fats, the natural fats that are in there as well that help with your skin. But seems like goat milk and skin works really well.
Yeah, it does. And the major thing about goat's milk is goat's milk is definitely fatty, so it adds a lot of moisture to your skin just from the fat that's inside of the goat's milk. But goat's milk is really amazing because it offers those alpha hydroxy acids that I mentioned, which helps to balance out your skin. So if you're somebody who has dry skin, it's going to help you because it will help to increase the level of moisture in your skin. But it will also help somebody who has acne because it will bring down those levels to, even your skin out to dry the acne out. So it's such a versatile item to include in a skincare product for people who have a variety of skincare combinations because it helps us to even out your skin.
So one of the concerns that we get with a lot of our clients and just people in general is those skin concerns, right? So if someone wanted to put together a good kind of skin routine with what you have, what products would you recommend for them to help with their skin?
I would definitely start out with one of the all natural soaps. And it really is just up to your personal preference of which one you choose. If you like the smell of lavender and rosemary, each essential oil that I use in my products has different healing properties. But if you like lavender or if you want tea tree oil because of its antibacterial properties, you would use our tea tree eucalyptus soap. Or if you're looking for something to, brighten your skin and get rid of dark marks and fine lines, you would use our lemongrass calendula goat's milk soap. So I would definitely start off with a good soap as a base. And then you want to add either an oil or a body butter to seal in that moisture to your skin. Since we're getting into warmer months, you probably wouldn't really need a heavy body butter, but the body oil is perfect because you only need a little bit, absorbs into your skin very well, and it is so full of nutrients for your skin, like the vitamin E, the botanical extracts, the liquid shea butter is included inside the body oil, so I would start with that as well. So just those two items alone, the soap and the body oil or body butter, are great bases. And now let's talk about going outside. You need to protect your sun from your skin from the sun. So we have an all-natural sunscreen. And what separates our sunscreen from the sunscreens that are on the market now is that there are other sunscreens that have non-nano zinc oxide included in that. And what that is a broad spectrum skin protectant sunscreen. So the non-nano zinc oxide that's included in our product sits on top of your skin. And that's what you want. You want a broadband protector that's going to sit on top of your skin and not sink in. There are a lot of sunscreens on the market that once you spray them onto your skin or once you apply it onto your skin, those chemicals, get right through your skin cells and they get into your system. So having a barrier on your skin is what you want. Right. You're still going to be able to enjoy the sun, but what it's doing with that zinc oxide is reflecting that sun back off of you, so your body is not absorbing all the chemicals from the sun.
Right.
Although the sun is wonderful for you, there are some, the free radicals that can cause cancer that come from the sun is what we're trying to protect our bodies from. So you want something that's going to reflect it off of you, and you want a barrier on your skin. Okay? And then, like I said, you have the bug spray that's going to, protect you from all the insect-borne illnesses that are occurring right now. So you have a full range of products right now that can really protect your body and your health.
Wow, that's great. Mm-hmm. I remember when you had gave us some samples. One of the things that you put in was the beard oil. Are you still doing the beard oils?
Yes, I am. The beard oil is wonderful. Not only does it help people who have beards, it helps you if you don't have a beard as well.
Nice.
Only because of it has tea tree oil in it. So if you get razor bumps and, irritation on your skin, if you apply a little bit of that beard oil onto, that area, it helps to soothe your skin and help the hair come in smoother so that it doesn't cause the irritation and the razor bumps that you would normally get. And if you do have a beard, it helps that hair to come in smoother and just have a nice shine to it. It's really beneficial.
Yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I brought it up.
Because, talk about that beard oil.
Because you know what it was like. I throw coconut oil on everything, right? So I was putting coconut oil on my beard. So when we got it. I already used coconut oil on my beard, so I was thinking like, okay, I'm sure it's good, but I put coconut oil in there, like I'm good, but I'll try it. And when I put it on, man, like I just wasn't expecting that. Like it not only did it have like it looked richer and had a nice little shine to it, but it was actually like more manageable.
He used every little ounce of that sample he got out of that container.
I mean, it was more manageable, like just combing it and everything. I'm like, whoa, like this has changed the constitution of my beard. I wasn't expecting that. So you did an amazing job with that one right there. I know you get a good response.
Thank you. And I did come up with these fragrances on my own, or I picked them, but I have to tell you, those fragrances are magnets, okay? Your woman will be all over you. So when my husband uses the beard oil, I'm like, okay, you can come a little closer.
Yes. So yeah, we're really happy for you and happy with the great work that you're doing. We could tell that you love it. Whenever you love something, you put your love and your passion into it. It shows, and it shows, and your products actually become more effective, as opposed to, just the bottom line. Like we could tell that you really enjoy what you do, right? So where can our listeners get more information? Where can they follow you? Where can they order products and things like that?
Well, they can order on our website, which is lavishedbynature.com. They can follow us on Instagram or Facebook, and our handle is Lavished by Nature. And they can also shop in person at D&S Beauty Supply in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
And coming up toward the end of May through October, they can find me at the New Brunswick Community Farmers Market every Saturday.
That's great. That's great. So we really appreciate you coming on, sharing your wonderful work. And one question that we always ask in closing with our guests is if there was one thing that a person could do to improve their health overall, what would you suggest?
I would definitely say hydration, whether it be drinking more water or, adding more moisture to your skin. Hydration is definitely a key to improving your health, just to flush out those toxins from your skin and to retain all of the good minerals and nutrients that you have.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's powerful, that the hydration on all levels. So thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Crystal. And I will list on the show notes pages all of Crystal's contact information, where you can get her products, the website, her social media handles, so you can definitely connect with Crystal in the future. And once again, thank you, Crystal, for joining us. Keep up the great work. I'm so proud of you, because I remember when you were just at your infancy stage, just thinking about the idea and your the labels. I remember that whole journey. And I'm so happy that you pushed forward through your fears and you just kept moving forward. And I can see great things for you in the future.
Thank you so much.
All right. So that is the conclusion of our interview with Crystal Stevens of Lavished by Nature. Hopefully you enjoyed the interview, but most importantly, you received value from it. So stay tuned for our next episode in our Holistic Self-Care series, where we'll dive deeper into this topic. The show notes pages for this episode will be located at lifestrengthandhealth.com/92. And the sponsor of this week's episode is Life Strength and Health, which is our wellness center located in New Jersey. And it's our mission to help you to optimize your health so that you feel your best. And we do this by taking a holistic approach and helping you to find the root cause of what's going on within your body. And we help you to address that using holistic, natural methods. So to learn more about what we do, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com. And we also can work with you virtually. So do not let logistics be a reason why you don't work with us. If you would like to, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com to learn more and to schedule an appointment. So thank you once again for listening. Please share this episode with anyone that you feel can receive value from it. And until next time, live healthier.
Stay healthy, everyone. Peace and blessings.
We want to say thank you for listening to the show and for access to the show notes pages, more podcast episodes, blog content, as well as more information about our center, Life Strength and Health. Then just visit us at lifestrengthandhealth.com. Until next time, live healthier.